The fact is that we were on different sides when I was commanding the surge in Iraq. You were, of course, detained by US forces.
One was a US Army general and former director of CIA. The other was part of the al-Qaeda. One the hunter, the other on the wanted list. And now, decades later, the two are sitting across from each other in New York discussing Syria and the way forward for the country. Even a screenwriter could not have written a script like this. American General David Petraeus and Syria's President Ahmed al-Sharaa's meeting in New York at this forum was surreal, as the general himself put it. In his earlier avatar as the rebel leader, Ahmed al-Sharaa, who was then known as Abu Mohammed al-Golani, had a $10 million bounty on his head. The US had designated him as a terrorist in 2013. Now, as Syria's president, Ahmed al-Sharaa is in New York and will address the UN General Assembly, the first Syrian leader since 1967 to do so. And in conversation with him was the man who once was in charge of the US's post-9/11 war on al-Qaeda, who went on to become the CIA's director.
Please help us understand how you got from al-Qaeda in Iraq 20 years ago to where you are today, Syria's head of state on stage in New York City.
I welcome you. It is good that at a time we were in the combat and then we now moved to the discourse. We moved from war to discourse. Yes, sir. Someone who went through war is one who knows most the importance of peace. First, the past has its rules when it comes down to traditions and traditions and the customs of that phase. When we want to when we want to judge it, we have to judge it based on these phases. We cannot judge the past based on the rules of today, and we cannot judge today based on the rules of the past. Today, now, we have a new phase that's special. The region, there was an occupation of Iraq. There has been a lot of conflicts in the area. In Palestine, Syria was facing a lot of challenges and was threatened. And the phase at that time and the awareness, all these factors were contributing to the choices of that phase. What's important, the intent was clear when it comes down to protecting and defending people and defending human rights, the women, the children, from all the injustice that was taking place in the region. Perhaps there were some mistakes. Sometimes in a person's journey there are some mistakes, but what's important is to focus on defending people from the threats that they face, especially from the instability that could take place in any region. Our commitment to that line is what brought us here today to the place we're in, sitting here among allies and friends.
From insurgent to US ally, al-Sharaa has come a long way. He has acknowledged that he wants to stay as an ally of the US, while stressing that Syria needs to be free of all sanctions if it wants to rebuild and stand on its own feet. Where does Israel figure on his plan? Al-Sharaa said the two sides are currently negotiating on a security agreement that will ensure Syria's borders are respected and concerns of Israel are respected as well. The Syrian president also said that Israel had launched as many as 1,000 strikes against Syria since the Assad regime was overthrown by rebels in December 2024. He said Damascus wants to avoid getting into a battle with anyone, but the ball is in Israel's court. For more such stories, subscribe to SNG News, hit the like button and follow for more news updates.